Hi. Well, you've learned a little more about SC4 from that presentation put together by Mrs. Burse at the college. Now, time to learn more about the Blue Water Middle College Academy. When I spoke to the students during the orientation, we talked a little bit about and had them think about what they were expecting to get out of being a middle college student. And we'll do that in one more presentation on succeeding in college. But for now, just quickly think in your mind why you chose the middle college, because again, it was something that you pursued, or along with your parents pursued that. Why? What are you hoping to get out of it? On middle and early colleges in general, and you might hear those names interchangeably, but the Blue Water Middle College, we are considered a middle college, and some are early colleges, but basically the same. There are over 100 schools or programs that are early or middle colleges in the state of Michigan. Most of them are relatively new. The Blue Water Middle College is actually starting its 7th year. We're one of the older programs in the state. There's a few that go back 20 years or more. The goals of all the earlier middle colleges include increasing the number of students enrolling in college and the number of students completing college. And you'll see that it's really that second part, the completion part, that's really the most important. So you might think, well, what's to worry about? Don't most students, complete college or succeed in college, and what happens if they don't? Let's look at some numbers. Individuals with a high school diploma but no other completed degree earn their median income as adults is $21,000 a year. Okay, median meaning half of the people make more than $21,000 and half the people make less. So it's similar to an average, but it's not exactly the same thing. Now, individuals who have earned an associate degree, a 2-year degree, their median annual income jumps up $14,000 to $35,000. Now that's $14,000 a year. That's over $1,000 a month that they make just by having an associate degree. That's again the median. And then when you get to a 4-year degree and you actually have completed the bachelor's degree, the median income jumps $15,000, an additional $15,000 to $50,000. So it really does make a difference in how much individuals earn. There's many other things that I won't take the time to share here, but the level of unemployment when the economy is down and there's not as many jobs, the higher the degree you have completed, the less likely you are to be unemployed. So there's a lot of reasons to want to succeed and complete a college degree, and the middle college offers you that opportunity. Another thing that having a degree will provide to individuals, it's not just more money, but also it gives you more freedom in terms of choices of maybe where you want to live. Sometimes it's not all about how much you make, but can you get a job when you get there? So if you ever want to leave Michigan and move to a warmer climate, or the West Coast or the East Coast or wherever, if you have a degree, you can move there with more confidence that you'll be able to get a job, and then, as we heard, probably a well-paying job as well. So success is important. I think most individuals would agree that succeeding not just class by class, in other words, getting A's and B's, that's important, but also getting all the classes done to complete a degree. Okay? The problem is that most people don't complete. Even some of the top students, they go off to college, they don't finish a degree. And so if you look at this information, it says most high school graduates, and this is in St. Clair County and also the state of Michigan, enroll in college at some point, most of them right after high school graduation, but only about one in 3, or 1/3 of high school graduates ever go on to complete a degree. So whether it's 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 or 6 years later, only about 1 in 3 individuals have any kind of degree, an associate degree, bachelor's degree, master's, or whatever. So, and there's about 70% of the students actually enroll in a college. So again, most of them do enroll, but unfortunately a minority of them only get their degree. So how do middle colleges help, and how will we be helping over the next few years? We're going to provide academic help and support. In other words, if you're struggling in a class, You can come to the Middle College, and if we can't help you directly, because we certainly are not experts in all the courses taught on SC4's campus, but we'll make sure you know how to get help. And sometimes it's not content related. In other words, sometimes it's not the chemistry that you need help with. It's more like organizing your notes and study habits and things like that can help you succeed in the class no matter what the content is. So we can provide that. So when you start to struggle in any class, don't wait. Come to us right away. We can help. Another reason that students don't finish college complete is because they haven't planned properly. They take a lot of classes, but they never get to that point where they've met all the requirements, and then sometimes the money runs out. They have to go get a job somewhere, and they never finish their degree. So the Middle College provides guidance and planning throughout your time here. We've already met with students during the initial interview, talked a little bit about your goals and for the future, and then that will just continue and get stronger the deeper you go into the Middle College program. By the way, you can also get that guidance and planning support, as was mentioned in the SC4 presentation, by SC4 academic advisors. So you've got Middle College advisors, SC4 advisors, no shortage of help to plan and give you guidance and information. The third way that we can help is by understanding the college going process, whether it's the registration and getting through that correctly, making sure you understand how to navigate the portal where you have a lot of information the college provides students. So any of those things that sometimes if students don't understand, they may not register correctly, and then suddenly it's the first day of class and they find out they were not registered and they thought they were. A lot of those things get people off track, and therefore they never finish the degree. So you'll get help learning about the college going process. And then finally, we're not giving you loans right now or anything like that, but actually by paying for your classes, it's giving you financial help and support, because to finish your degree, some of you can finish the degree totally as a Blue Water Middle College student and not have to pay anything for it. Others may need a few classes continuing on to get their associates, or if they want to get a bachelor's degree, yes, it'll be another couple of years of college, but at least 2 years will have been paid for. So there's less overall money to have to spend to get a college degree. So all those are ways that we can help. There's all kinds of support. And as this slide says, do you get it? The support part, it's there, and you have to take advantage of it. So the support begins now as soon as you enroll in the Middle College, and we'll continue to talk about it. SC4 provides support, and you might get tired of hearing about it from us, but it's important. You're going to need it at some point. You're going to have some questions. You're going to struggle in a class, and don't wait till it's too late. Ask for help and then accept it when it's offered. So now we'll look at the Blue Water Middle College in particular. We were talking about middle colleges in general and how they help their students and the need to succeed, but here's some information about your middle college, the Blue Water Middle College. 85 students enrolled in our first year in the fall of 2011, and since then, well over 1,000 students in St. Clair County have enrolled. As I mentioned possibly I think earlier, over 600 students are now enrolled, so you are definitely not alone in this, and you should take some comfort in that. Students attend classes, high school classes, at one of 6 partner high schools, or they can come from a homeschool situation. The goals and academic and career of our students vary widely, from criminal justice to something in the health-related field, to business, to graphic design, to English, to teaching, whatever it is. Our students have a wide variety of goals, and they can all make progress towards those goals as a middle college student. Students will take between 2 and 5 classes each semester. The juniors or 11th grade students, or possibly younger, would take likely 2 classes, maybe 3 if you're a student from a homeschool situation. And it maxes out at about 5 college classes each semester in a student's final year of the middle college when they don't have any high school classes to take. I'll, in another presentation, talk a little bit about how well our students are succeeding, and for the most part, our students do a great job in their classes and academically are getting A's and B's and maybe some C's. So you should take some comfort in the idea that you can do this. They're doing really well. Let's look at the next 3 years. For most students, the middle college is a 3-year program. And so here's what you can expect in year 1. You want to start strong. Don't go into this, just lazily and and think that it's like high school. It's not. You want to start strong, start building a strong college transcript, because that starts with your first day of class. You're going to learn about some new success skills, and by that I mean like note-taking skills, study skills, reading a textbook, so you're just not intimidated by 20 pages crammed with information. You're going to have to learn and put into practice some things that you didn't learn in high school or didn't use in high school. So that's all part of this first year. You will learn how to register for winter classes, how to choose classes that will help you earn your degree. Overall, you'll just get comfortable with the college environment. By the end of this school year, you'll be comfortable with SC4's campus. You'll find your place to relax. You'll find your place to study, to get a bite to eat. And overall, just, you're going to feel much more comfortable here, just like any point when you move up to a bigger school, a higher level. It takes a little while, but then you get comfortable. This coming spring in April, you'll be taking the SAT and the M-STEP testing. There'll be 3 days of testing, and we'll talk after the first of the year, maybe just before, why the SAT is important. And the Blue Water Middle College offers preparation sessions. It is so important to do well on the SAT, and we'll help you prepare and practice for that. Year 2, 12th grade, for most of you, you want to continue staying strong. You'll have 6 more college classes to add to the 4 you will have taken in 11th grade. You want to hone your success skills. In other words, keep practicing them, keep getting better. The courses do begin to get a little harder as you get deeper into your program. You're going to want to work on completing your high school graduation requirements, either at your high school or possibly using a college class to fulfill one or more remaining high school graduation requirements. We'll work with you on that. And you really have to get into some serious future planning, making sure you're on track to get your SC4 degree, and then researching the colleges and universities that you're thinking of attending in the future, and what courses will you need there that maybe you can take at SC4. So therefore it transfers and you don't have to take those at the university. Okay, and the final year is actually taking those steps to get you to that next level, whether it's a job or, for many of you, wanting to go on to pursue a bachelor's degree. So if that's the case, you would apply to 4-year universities. You do that in the fall of your final year in high school, which would be year 3 with the middle college, grade 13 if you will. You'll learn about and apply for financial aid that year, so you will have it available when you have to start paying for college on your own. And then you will graduate, and most of you will graduate from SC4 with an associate degree. If you're not, you'll be probably very close with 1, 2, or 3 classes to go, and that is very close. You'll also graduate from the Blue Water Middle College Academy, and you'll officially get your high school diploma at the end of grade 13. And then it's on to schools, and this is just a few of the places that our students have gone. So pretty much any school, any university or college in Michigan, and you'll see there's some that are even out of state, Indiana Wesleyan and Southern Polytechnic, and many others. So it's pretty exciting hearing about where our students are going, and before you know it, you've got a lot of hard work to do, but you'll be at the same spot and possibly heading off to a university yourself. A few final slides in this presentation about expectations. These are expectations we have for you as middle college students. And then I've got a slide on what your expectations should be for us, the middle college staff. But first of all, we expect you to attend all your college classes. Unless you are very sick or have something you absolutely can't get out of, you're expected to attend your college classes. College classes only meet twice a week. Some classes only meet once a week. So if you miss 1 or 2 classes a week, you're missing basically a whole week of class. It's much different than in high school. And some teachers literally will say, if you miss 5 classes or 4, I know that sounds like a lot, but you failed the class. There's no way, there's no extra credit, there's nothing that you hit that number and you failed. And you've wasted that opportunity. So get to your classes even if you're feeling a little sick. If you're really sick, all right, don't show up, but contact the teacher. Be the best students in your class. Don't be someone who sits in the back and chats with friends and so on. The expectations are high for middle college students, for high school students in college classes. Set an example for others so the instructor says, man, this student is right on the ball, engaged, participates in the discussion, and so on. Stay in touch in many ways, but check your email every day. Have it set up where if something comes into your SC4 account, you get alerted to that. You may get email from your instructor, you may get email from the college itself, or you may get email from me or someone at the Blue Water Middle College. So you're expected to check for email, read them completely. This is the only way, or the primary way, that we communicate with all of you is through email, because you're not at one school at the same time. Everybody's got different schedules. So we sometimes pack a lot into one email. Make sure you read it from top to bottom. And if you are asked to respond, either through a Google form or individually with a question, please respond as soon as possible. You're expected to attend the success sessions. They are required. We want you to attend the face-to-face session. If for some reason you cannot make the session in person when it's scheduled, then there is an option for viewing a video summary, and then you will have to complete a related assignment to that video to make sure that you've gotten the information that we wanted you to get at the session. But attend it in person. If for some reason you absolutely cannot, then you're going to need to complete the assignment. Help one another. Ask for help right away. You can check with your classmates. You can ask us. But offer to help someone if they're out of class, they were sick. Maybe you can get them the notes and so on. And again, as we mentioned earlier, you're expected to work hard, start strong. Okay. Now, what can you expect of the Blue Water Middle College staff? Well, you can expect us to respond promptly to all requests for help. So if you email me, it may, I can't promise it's going to happen within a couple hours. It might, but definitely by the next day you should expect a response from me with some ideas and answers to your question. You can expect us to provide the support you need to succeed. So if you're struggling in a certain class, we may not be able to help you directly with that content, but we're going to make sure you know what to do or where to go to get the support that you need. And it is available at SC4. It's just trying to find out how to get that help. You can expect us to work with you to plan your SC4 program of study and plans beyond the middle college. We love helping you guys plan for the future. It's exciting for us. It's doubly exciting for you, and I know students always feel good when they've met with us and kind of see that those next steps start to be laid out in front of them. You can expect us to work with our high school partners to help you complete all your high school graduation requirements. You will clearly know what you need to do. Now, you still have to get the classes done and complete them, but we work with your high school counselors so you know exactly what needs to be done by the end of 12th grade. And you can expect us to keep parents and guardians informed of your progress and planning. We don't have access to things like they do in Skyward, for example, with the high school classes. But we do try to send emails to the parents for whom we have email addresses, and we do a couple of mailings a year, but most of it is done through email. Or we could meet with you and your parents to keep you up to date. Okay, so that's it for this information, kind of a quick overview of the Blue Water Middle College and earlier middle colleges in general. But basically our idea is to support you, and we just ask that you take advantage of that. Okay, thank you.